know, man. Something about Gary really makes me want to just work even more. But how's it going, everyone? Welcome to today's Monday call, Monday Motivation. My name is Tony Pena. For all of you guys that don't know me, I started, my little adventure with IML about 13 months ago to the date. Actually, that's really funny, and I'm just so happy and grateful to be doing what I'm doing and just be working with all of you guys. More than anything, I'm so grateful that I know all of you guys, especially the people that I know personally, because we know where we're going and we know what we're doing. And why? Because we have the belief and we already saw it, we've seen it, and we know where we're going. This week alone, I'm gonna be completely honest, Arizona's fucking awesome. Excuse my French. Arizona is so badass. Not just because the awesome weather, the great views, it's realizing that anything is possible if you just drive 6 hours one way, 6 hours that way. Doesn't matter what way you go. You just got to know that you're going to end up at a destination. Doesn't matter where, doesn't matter when. The only thing that matters is who you're going to meet, and sometimes meeting awesome people. The people that I've met in the last year has been epic, but more than anything, I'm gonna just get off the chat because I know the information that's gonna be shared with all of you guys right now in the next couple minutes. It's gonna be life-changing for some of you, but enough with me. I like to introduce the one and only Miss Abigail Poston, everyone.
Appreciate you, Tony. What's up, guys? Got this call recorded. Appreciate everybody on this call. Just really to give it back to Tony really quick. He's been out here in Arizona for the last week or so, and he's been working his face off. For those of you that know Tony, you know that he has a big heart. He's always got a big smile on his face. He's the light in the room, and he's that individual that's going to show up to grow up at every single opportunity that's in front of him, completely leading by example. So, Tony, it was amazing to catch up with you. I know I wasn't here that much this weekend, but I'm happy you were able to come up and really be in an environment that allowed you to grow and things like that. But guys, like Tony said, show up to grow up. Just being able to be spontaneous sometimes and get around the right energy, get around the right people, and really associate yourself with success. That's gonna allow you to get to where you want to go. If you're in your little bubble, you're in your little whatever, your world, whatever it may be, and you don't find yourself having progress in your life or growing, and you're in this like state of worry, doubt, and fear, whatever it may be, it's because of lack of movement. It's because of your environment. It's because of your surroundings, okay? And you have to remember that if you want to have progress and you want to grow, the only way to do that is to show up. The only way to do that is to sometimes fail, okay? I'm not going to get too much into that, but the topic tonight, we were going to have another speaker come on tonight, but they were unable to. They had other prior commitments. So I was like, okay, we're going to come on and I'm going to do my thing. So tonight I really want to talk about briefly for the next 5 to 6 minutes. And I want to talk about belief with you guys. And I'm actually going to kind of share a story and paint a picture, because the biggest thing for people to really understand, most people don't have goals. Most people don't know where they're going in their life. And most people don't recognize the value that they have to bring to the table, okay? And I'm going to give you some perspective right now and just kind of be a little bit vulnerable with everyone and share my journey within the last 19 months, almost to the day. I got started. I know I'm pretty sure everybody on this call knows who I am, but to just really give the in-depth, detailed briefing of my background, I got started 19, 20 months ago, and I was at a point, I was at a low, guys. I can't even tell you. Rewind 2 years ago, I just graduated from college, and I was studying genetics at the time, and I was following this pathway to success, which I thought was the only pathway to having and creating success for my life. And to be honest, guys, I knew that there was something more out there. And I always say this all the time, but my mentor once told me, whatever you're seeking in life is also seeking you. And for me, that moment for me happened fall of 2016 when a guy off of Facebook, you guys probably know him, Abu Qureshi, he's in the chat. He was the guy who brought me on. He reached out to me multiple times. And this brings it back for those of you who maybe are trading, or everyone's on here trading, but maybe those of you that are building the business. Okay. It takes multiple exposures. Abu reached out to me for like 4 months straight before I said yes to do this. Okay. And sometimes it takes, I'm not trying to say I'm a stud, but I've been consistent in doing this. And so sometimes it takes multiple exposures for you to get that one person that's going to come in here and really take over and build this thing for you. Okay. So stay consistent. But what I want to get into is that belief level. Okay. So when I got introduced to this, guys, I'm going to be honest with you. I had no idea what I was doing. All I saw was the fact that you could make money. And I think most of the time, most people, why they get started in this is to make money. Okay. I mean, our product is education on how to profit in the foreign exchange market, how to become an independent trader. Okay. So when I got into this, I was like, yo, I can make money. This is my ticket out of my student loan debt, blah, blah, blah. But I'm going to be honest with you. It took me about 4 to 6 weeks to actually get my MetaTrader 4 set up on my phone. It was ridiculous. I didn't know what I was doing. I just knew that this was my pathway to success, creating a different kind of success to allow me to not only get out of my student loan debt, but to have that time and financial freedom that I know all of us on this call not only want, but we truly deserve. And so for me, guys, it took me about 6 months to really get real with myself that I could actually profit and become an independent trader in this market. So if anybody's feeling, like they're not a good trader, or, trading isn't their strength, or they're not profiting, or they're not being, they're not consistent with their results, whatever it may be, guys, I'm gonna just tell you right now, it's all a process. It's not overnight. It's over time. It does take time. And I remember some of us may have gone through this as well. Maybe we're going through it right now. I remember comparing my results to other people, both in building and in trading. And it really hindered my growth. And it really also took the light out of me, because I'm my own person. You guys are all your own person. Okay. And when you compare yourself to other people, you don't allow the real authentic you to shine and be the light for somebody else. And I'm going to just be a little bit more vulnerable on this call as well. I had somebody recently give me a call crying, and they were really, really upset, like really, 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 really upset. And they had just lost their job. And I didn't even know what to do. And it's crazy because you're a part of this, and when you feel like you're a part of something bigger than yourself, and, you become somebody so much more than what you thought, oh yeah, I'm just going to build this business, I'm going to trade. Like, no, you become somebody so much more to that person. And I had somebody recently call me crying, and I actually started to get emotional, because when she was crying, she was telling me, I just lost my job. And I was on the call, like telling her, like, hey girl, I'm here for you. I'm ready to help you whenever you're ready. And whatever your goals are, let's crush them. Because this is kind of a cool part in your life right now, because I remember me a year ago when I hit my low. My back was against the wall, and it was about February of 2017. That's when I got real with myself. I remember I would cry, almost every single night. I was kind of physically aggressive, and I was just like, I hate my situation. I was broke as a joke, barely making $1,500 a month. And I was like, you need to do something different in order to get something different. And I stopped allowing my excuses to navigate my life. And I decided to make a change, like actually execute on that change. And guys, I said this on the call the other day, but your choices, your decisions create every circumstance, every kind of situation that's happening in your life. It is dictating your current reality. But you also have to understand, with every choice, every decision that you make comes sacrifice. Okay, comes some kind of sacrifice, and that sacrifice will lead to a result. And that sacrifice could be good or bad. So for example, I went to school, okay, and I sacrificed 4 years to get an education. The result was selling insurance, okay, not even in my field, and being in over $100,000 student loan debt. Okay, so when you make decisions, you have to make sure you're making the right decisions, and the sacrifices are going to lead you to a result that you want. I made a sacrifice to sacrifice going out. I made a sacrifice from, talking with my family on a regular basis, because I knew that their negative energy was going to keep me down. Okay. I sacrificed so many different things, early mornings, late nights, whatever you want to call it, to be able to profit in the market, to be able to build this business. Okay. And those sacrifices led me to great rewards. I've been able to achieve ranks in the company that has really helped me out financially, that has brought my belief level through the roof, okay? That has helped inspire other people to take action, because it's not about me, guys. It's really not about me. And as you further progress yourself through trading, through building, whatever it may be, you start to realize that you're a part of something so much greater than yourself. And that's the most fulfilling aspect of this, because when that girl called me today crying, I was getting emotional. I was like, how can you be such such an influence in that person's life because she said, Abby, I really don't know what I would do without you. I really don't know where I would be if you were not in my life. Imagine somebody saying that to you. Imagine you playing such a huge role in that individual's life that you know that every decision that you make, you're letting your team down if you're not staying focused. You're letting that individual down if you're not pouring your heart and soul into what you're focused on. And remembering that you're a part of something so much greater than yourself. I don't care if you're building, I don't care if you're trading, you have big goals, you have aspirations, you have dreams that whatever you're doing right now is going to help somebody else down the road. And you have to stay consistent. You have to stay focused on what you're doing and where you're going. And guys, to bring it back to that belief aspect, I did not believe that not only I could learn how to trade, but build this business. To be completely honest, when I got real with myself, it was because I was at a low. Tony Robbins says it all the time. He said people change because out of inspiration or desperation. I unfortunately changed out of desperation. I needed some kind of miracle. I was in a financial hell. I had so much monetary pressure. It was eating at me. Okay. And that forced me to change. I literally pushed myself for a 90-day span. I literally went all in for 90 days. I said, no excuses. I'm going all in. I'm not talking to anybody that's going to give me negative feedback. I'm not associating myself with anything, that was going to bring me down. I was so laser focused on the mission, and I hit P1000. Okay. I hit P1000. That's just on the building side, guys. Trading is a whole different story, okay? You guys have to stay consistent on whatever goals you're focused on. But first, you have to know and be aware of those goals. You have to write them down. I literally just spent the entire day organizing and messaging new people and communicating and preparing for the new week, getting myself ready. And I want to come in here and tell you guys, like how I said at the beginning, if you feel like you're stuck, if you feel like you've plateaued, I don't care if it's building or trading, if you feel like, you're not making any progress, it's because one, lack of movement, do something. Okay. The reason why I was able to get out of that rut is because I stopped giving myself excuses and I started making moves. The only reason why we are in a feeling, in a being of fear, doubt, and worry is because we're not moving ourselves, okay? We have to be creating movement in our life. Go work out, okay? Go listen to an audio that's conducive to a skill that you're trying to learn. Go on IML TV and watch your favorite IML TV educator. If you're not doing that on a regular basis, you're not only leaving money on the table, but you're only hurting yourself. Because like anything in life, you will breed results. Okay, if you're consistent. Whether it's in the gym. I remember I was talking to Alex this morning. Tony's running right now. Alex did a 4-mile run earlier today. He's kicking ass. He's focused. Okay. Consistency will breed all results. Okay. So you guys have to stay focused on what you want, but you have to be mindful of it. It's one thing to say what you want, but it's another thing to actually believe it. Okay. And I started to elevate my belief when I started to hang around with the right people. That's another reason why we do these calls every Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, is to build your belief, guys. Is to build your belief, build this culture. Because guys, when you have a community of like-minded individuals, do you know how powerful that is? Do you know how powerful that is when you can associate with individuals that are of higher thinking than even you are, right? Like this whole past week, guys, this is ridiculous. I'm so blessed right now, and I want to be able to give this value to you guys, obviously at a different time. I'm about to close it off. But this whole last week, I was with Matt Rosa, Chairman 500. On and on, okay, on an individual, intimate basis. The weekend before this, I was with Jason Brown and Chris Terry, the CEO of the company, okay? And then this last weekend, I was just in DC with Jason Brown and his mentor, Chairman 500. This coming week, I'm still with Matt Rosa, and then we're flying to Dallas to go see Jason Brown, Matt Rosa, Austin Godsey, and other 200-plus members of iMarkets Live for a 4-day weekend. This is not to impress anybody. This is not to brag. This is not to boast. This is to impress upon you. I know how cliche that saying is, but this is truly to impress upon you what's possible when you stay consistent, because then you start to make a name for yourself. Then you start to inspire other people to take action and believe that they can actually do it. Wow, Abby, Abby's crushing in trading. Abby, she caught that thing, whatever it is. Or, Abby hit this rank. It's not about me. It's about what I can inspire other people to go out and do. So when you go and make a Facebook post, when you go and put stuff on your Snapchat or your social media, when you go to do whatever, you're adding value to somebody's life. You're inspiring them to take action and execute and believe that it's possible because they can relate to you and in what you're talking about. Okay? It's not even about me when I make these posts. It's not even about me when I put stuff on Snapchat, when I do these calls. It's to inspire you guys, okay? And I'm going to say this one more time. We had a meetup in Utah the other weekend, and I said this before, but I'm going to say it again for those of you who are new on this call. We had a guy there that was that does work with Tony Robbins. And if you don't know who Tony Robbins is, I would highly recommend looking him up. He's one of the most influential speakers on the planet. Well, this guy does like events with him. He makes, $30,000, $50,000 a week. Absolutely ridiculous. And he was up there saying how he still, at his point in his career, he still needs inspiration. He still needs to get inspired. So if somebody like that still needs to get inspired, imagine, us, right? We still need to be inspired. So that's why we have these calls. We can plug into IML TV all day long. I mean, that's a great environment. You guys are learning, you're progressing, but it's always good to know that you have other people around you that are here, that have that support system and are going to help you along the way. And I'm going to just say this right now, and then I'm going to close it off. Guys, I'm here for you. I'm here to serve you in any way that I can. So don't ever hesitate to reach out to me. Okay, so because this journey is about you. This journey is really to maximize your growth and your success and become that independent, profitable, successful trader that I know you can be. And if you want to build this thing, and when I say build, guys, I mean impact people's lives. If you want to give people the same feeling that you have right now, being on this call, being a part of, this organization of amazing, incredible people, that's what I mean by build. You're building people. You're allowing them to have the exact same feeling that you have because you know how contagious it is. I'm going to tell you right now, being with Matt Rosa this whole week, I felt like I was on top of the world. I was like, holy shit. I can actually do this. I can do this. And I know that if I can do this, I know every single person in these chats, on these calls can do this as well. So guys, if you have the desire to do any of those things, message me. If you want a game plan, message me. And I'll leave it off with this, guys. Tomorrow's call is the builder's call. However, I'm actually going to do the call tomorrow. We have a special guest on Wednesday, but tomorrow's call, I'm taking what I learned from Matt Rosa and I'm going to apply it for you guys. This call tomorrow is the customer launch. And I understand how important it is for people to be launched in the right way, because if you're not launched in the right way, you're not going to have a great experience. Because again, guys, it's not about us. It's about that individual. And I also want to get back to you guys because some of you may not have been brought on in the right way. Okay, and maybe that's my fault as well because I'm learning, but I want to make sure everybody can maximize their experience. So tomorrow's call, I'm going to go over the customer launch so that you know exactly, okay, how to do things and how to bring others on as well so that they can have a phenomenal experience too. But other than that, guys, I really appreciate everybody on this call. Thank you for sticking till the end. Tomorrow's call is going to be amazing. Bring a friend. Don't be afraid. Bring somebody else onto these calls because you understand how they make you feel. I'm going to post a recording, and I hope you guys have a phenomenal rest of your Monday. Happy Memorial Day to everyone on this call, and I'll talk to you guys later.